Oh boy, we have 85 cases of data for you from Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery. Well, make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So what does 85 cases get you? Well, what I've got for you is we'll talk about extended arts and all that fun stuff here in a little bit, especially Starlight rares. So starting things off here, we have the medium prints over prints and all of the fun little stuff that comes with these sorts of videos. So your medium prints are all actually going to include Exodia, Vampire Lord Tour Guide, El Shadal Construct Chibi, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, Evil-Zor Logia, Ptolemy M7, and Deltaros. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good news. Dragoonity Quirinius coming in at medium print, and Dragoonity Arius at medium print, but Georgius is a short print at only 170 to 180 copies. That might be a little bit of a problem later when we get the Crystron, but I think things will be easy enough for you to be able to get them later. We had Constellar Caster coming in at medium print. Teller Knight, Syndrian, and Exostellar Knight, Constellar Ptolemy, Omega 7 are both short prints, are at, would be half print value. And of course, Deltaros, we have Satellar Nova Binding and Grista and medium print. We have the El Shadal Meraktor coming in at 170, and Reshadal Windaku coming in at 100 or the medium print. Then we have Lev Shadal and Void Unleashing as short prints. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Learning Elf Mirror, we are the ones that aren't listed here are going to be over the medium print line, just to kind of give you an idea. But Fountain, 170-ish pulled. Ugh. With Junk Armor and Junk Meister also kind of being in that same category. I talked about earlier in the week, Junk Meister was one of the cards that I would go for, because every deck is going to need 3 of these. There was never going to be a doubt in my mind that you would look at Junk Meister and actually go, well, do I really need to pick these up? No, the answer is yes. You want to have that stuff so you can play it, all right? Like, I'm honestly surprised that people were having second thoughts about this. And judging by current trends, they're not going to reprint Junk Armor and Junk Meister. These cards will not see reprints by the time that this upcoming set comes around, which means you're going to have to truck back here into the set anyway, and you're going to have to pick them up. So bear that in mind, when you're kind of consulting what you want to do with this set. Also, yes, Shooting Majestic Star Dragon was only 170 copies. That's interesting. And then Summon Skull and Dark Magician chibis are normal. It actually is good that chibis are doing fine in this set. I don't really have a problem with that, because the chibis, they're just a secret rare slot, and they need to stay that way. When you start inducing chibis into forced upper slots, then you're really going to start to have a lot of problems with that. And I get why people become massively pissed at these sets when, you're skewing value and we're seeing things be pushed into other quadrants. Because I agree, it does get a little bit ridiculous when you're seeing these, numbers shifting around. So that's really something to think about. So that's our first real part of this discussion here. Now, let's talk about Starlight rares. All right, so many of you love getting the opportunity to know, all right, so how are Starlights looking in this set? Well, they're not actually too bad this set. Dragoonity Lord Georgius coming in at 11. I don't hate that. I think that's going to be a very beautiful Starlight rare. Ptolemy Omega 7's coming in at 9. Sure. Satellar Binding coming in at 7. El Shadal Meraktor coming in at 10. Lev Shadal at 9. I do think Lev Shadal as a Starlight rare is going to be one of the most beautiful looking Starlight rares within the set, and I'm honestly super excited for that. Masked Hero Fountain, no matter how you want to spend this, I think Fountain's going to be a pretty expensive card. There's just going to be a lot more people that, all the hero players are going to be cramming to get this card, and it's going to happen. Junkmeister is a Starlight rare. That's interesting. Armades got a Starlight rare. So did Adreus and so did Tyrus. You know, this is fine. Honestly, it makes sense that the three kind of guy, especially like if you're putting Adreus up on a pedestal with this set and you're going, oh, hey, you know, this is what you're kind of expecting with this. I mean, it was bound to happen. Exosister Betrayal is in the set with 8. I know all the Exosister players are going to be very happy about this. Like, there is really no shock about that. Mistaken Arrest had 10. That's still very interesting, Starlight. Mayhem for Hire had 8. 7 Tachyon got it at 11. Ooh. All right, now we have chibi discussions. So Dark Magician Girl had 8. The Exodia the Forbidden One had 6. Summon Skull had 12. Vampire Lord had 7. El Shaddai Construct had 11. Tour Guide had 11. Legendary Six Samurai Shian had 8. Evil Zora Lagia had 7. Ptolemy M7 had 7, which brings us to Deltaros at 8. And Surprise Fusion also is in here at 9. Okay, I mean, like, that's something, but it's not, you know, exciting enough. Now, extended art data. This is the... Well, I think we're still averaging about what we would kind of expect, right? Like, you're getting, what, 1 every 3 boxes? I'd have to double check the math on that. But I'm pretty sure the ratio of the previous set still ports into this set to very much be true. So, Chaos Angel actually was the most pulled at 33. That's actually really good news. And I think that's good because a lot more people are going to want copies of Chaos Angel just to be able to add to their decks. You know, it's not really, it's not Mirror Jade, but like generically more or less so, I know more people are going to want to pick up Chaos Angels just to have. Red Supernova Dragons coming in at 27 listings. That's not terrible. Dominus Impulse at 27. That's also not surprising. Underworld Goddess now getting its full extended art. Card looks gorgeous. Boral End, I mean, 17. It's the shortest of them pulled, which is okay. We got 20 Dragon Master Magias. 24 Chimeratech Mega Fleets. We had 21 Zarks. LOL. We had number 62 at 28, and then the Spirit Charmers at 22. Now, your Starlight extended arts. No matter how you're going to look at these numbers, you are not going to truly be happy about these. Because remember, this is out of 85 cases. So we had 2 Chaos Angels, period, being pulled. We had 4 Red Supernova Dragons. A single play set, that's right, that's just 3 Dominus Impulses pulled out of 85 cases, which is so crazy to see. We also had 3 Underworld Goddesses, only 2 Borolens, and only 2 Dragon Master Magias. You thought that every rarity, every coveted version of Magia up to this point was dreadful to pull. Oh, buddy. I have bad news for you. That's going to be an absolute train wreck to pick up. Chimeratech Mega Fleet being a 2 of as well. I mean, that's fine. Zark and Red Nova or Supernova being the 2 most pulled. Like, I feel so bad. Like, Zark, his counterpart was already not exciting. So, you know, here we are getting the second half of it. Number 62 as a 3 of, and then only 1 Spirit Charmers, honestly. Spirit Charmers was the only one up. Maybe if they went up another case, maybe their variants would have settled at the 86 mark. But overall, it's a side set, people. You know, Konami's gonna punch you every single time because they always do in these side sets. It doesn't change. It's the exact same pattern that we always tend to follow. And oh boy, to nobody's surprise yet again, we're back at it with the short printerinos. Yep. So what do you guys think about everything? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And you guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.